know what's coming. Go get him.
Wall to Davis. Nets have the basketball to Hollis Jefferson. Durant. Anthony Davis tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Wall to James. Irving into the front court. Just getting going here in game one. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 6. Knocked loose. Wall. They go down to Davis. DeAndre Jordan with a piece. Kevin Durant has it. Leonard to Hield.
Watch the cut. Watch the cut. Watch the cut.
Durant with the basketball up top. They're down 3. Lakers have it. To James. Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Irving gets it in the right corner. Offensive board. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Evans. LeBron James able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving to Evans. LeBron into the front court. Leads 5. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Durant to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. James, and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Kawhi Leonard, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Wall. Brooklyn's got it. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Evans to Durant. Wall with it up top. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Across the timeline comes James. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. That's rebounded by the Nets. DeAndre Jordan swats it. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wall across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lakers at the controls right now. Wall to Fox. And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Harris up against John Wall. Kristaps Porzingis pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Taurean Prince at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. LeBron James with the rock. To Durant. Beyond the arc for three. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Porzingis, tough matchup against Durant. short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Durant. To Irving. For three. Not that time. He missed it. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. To Porzingis. Slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down big. To Irving. They'll get it to Durant. Kristaps Porzingis rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Rises for the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
LeBron James with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Irving to Jordan. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nets have it. Irving to Jordan. Shot from the lane won't go. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie across the timeline. Down a bundle. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Kyrie Irving, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip.
Oh, yeah. That's me. I got ball.
Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
DeAndre Jordan, look out. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Fires the 3. Rebound taken down by Porzingis. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Defense. Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Wall into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. DeAndre Jordan sends it away. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Into the front court comes Wall. His guys holding the big lead. To James. LeBron James. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Irving to Jordan. Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
DeAndre Jordan tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Kyrie with the rock. LeBron James with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Irving. Here's Durant for 2. The shot, almost. Into the front court, it's Wall. Looking to make something happen. All all by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Brooklyn with the basketball. To Hollis Jefferson. Kyrie, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Wall to Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Irving. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Irving. Can't connect. It's no good. Fox with it. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Baseline drive. And scores. Strong take.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
And look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
To Hield. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Irving brings the ball up court to Evans. For Durant, down low. Can't connect from in close. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
James to Porzingis. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kristaps Porzingis trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. And he misses that one free throw. The ball in the hands of Irving. It goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
John Wall goes to work. Almost, but no good. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. He was hacked. They let it go. Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. From the outside, no good. Nets have the basketball. To Evans. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. And scores. Plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis. And a chance at 3.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Tyreke Evans against the 5-time All-Star. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. James to Davis. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Got it. Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Jordan, down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Davis. Flushes it home.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lakers come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
It's good, and one.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Whoops, that won't go. Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Irving to Durant. Can't connect from inside.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Kyrie with the rock. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block. The Lakers get the victory. They've won their 17th NBA title, tying them with the Celtics for the most by one franchise in NBA history. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers could not have been more dominant in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. It wasn't surprising to see. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with